Charlotte Lucy Gainsbourg is a British-French actress and singer. She is the daughter of English actress Jane Birkin and French singer and songwriter Serge Gainsbourg. After making her musical debut with her father on the song Lemon Incest at the age of 12, she released an album with her father at the age of 15. More than 20 years passed before she released 3 albums as an adult to commercial and critical success. Gainsbourg has also appeared in many films, including several directed by Lars von Trier, and has received both a singer.She award and the Cannes Film Festival Best Actress award. Background: Gainsbourg was born in London, to English actress and singer Jane Birkin and French actor and singer-songwriter Serge Gainsbourg. Gainsbourg was born at the height of her parents' fame, as they had made headlines several years earlier with the sexually explicit song Je t'aime, moi non plus, and by that point had become notorious for their turbulent relationship and multiple artistic collaborations. As a result, her birth and childhood were well publicized. Her maternal grandmother was actress Judy Campbell, and her uncle is the screenwriter Andrew Birkin, who directed her in The Cement Garden. She is a cousin of theatre and opera director Sophie Hunter. Her father was Jewish and her mother is from a Protestant background. Gainsbourg attended École Active Bilingue Janine Manuel in Paris and Collège Alpin International Beausoleil in Switzerland. French is Gainsbourg's first language, but she is also fluent in English. Gainsbourg was raised in Paris alongside her half-sister from her mother's marriage to composer John Barry, Kate Barry. According to Birkin, she and Gainsbourg were somewhat neglectful parents, often spending their nights going out to parties and drinking. By 1980, her parents' relationship had dissolved and her mother left her father for the director Jacques Doyon. Her half-sister Lou Doyon was born in 1982 as a result of the union. Gainsbourg would go on to work with her stepfather in the film The Temptation of Isabel in 1985 and later in Amoureuse in 1992, which also starred her real-life partner Yvan Attal. In 1987, she was the target of a bungled kidnapping. After her parents split, Gainsbourg's father descended into alcoholism, eventually dying of a heart attack in 1991. Gainsbourg remained devoted to preserving his legacy and preserved his home, hoping to eventually turn it into a museum. She eventually abandoned the project and decided to maintain the house as a private residence. She has a young brother, Lucien Lulu Gainsbourg, born in 1986 from her father's relationship with Bambou. On her father's side, she also had 2 older siblings born from his second marriage to Françoise Antoinette Béatrice Pancrazi. Gainsbourg's eldest sister Kate Barry died in 2013 after an accidental fall out a window. On 5 September 2007, Gainsbourg was rushed to a Paris hospital where she underwent surgery for a cerebral hemorrhage. She had been experiencing headaches since a minor water-skiing accident in the United States several weeks earlier. Career: acting. Gainsbourg grew up on film sets as both of her parents were involved in the film industry. She stated that her mother was the one who pushed her into acting, believing that she wanted to be an actress and encouraging her to make her motion picture debut playing Catherine Deneuve's daughter in the film Paroles et Musique. In 1986, Gainsbourg won a singer.She award for Most Promising Actress for Le Effronté. That same year, Gainsbourg appeared in the film Charlotte Forever, about a man who develops incestuous desires for his teenage daughter after his wife dies. The film was the subject of great controversy as it was written and directed by Gainsbourg's father Serge Gainsbourg, who also took on the role of Gainsbourg's father on screen. Additionally, the film was released 2 years after Gainsbourg had released her debut single Lemon Incest, which had similar themes and also was created and sung with her father Serge, causing the press to speculate that the material was autobiographical. In 1988, together with her mother, she appeared in a set of films Kung Fu Master and the documentary drama Jane B. by Agnes V. both directed by Agnes Varda. In 1993, Gainsbourg made her English-speaking debut in The Cement Garden, written and directed by her uncle, Andrew Birkin. She made her stage debut in 1994 in David Mamet's Oliana at the Théâtre de la Gaîté Montparnasse. In 1996, Gainsbourg starred as the title character in Jane Eyre, a film adaptation of Charlotte Brant's 1847 novel. In 2000, she won the CEACUTE-SAR Award for Best Supporting Actress for the film La Bucca. In 2003, Gainsbourg starred in 21 Grams with Naomi Watts, Sean Penn and Benicio del Toro. In 2006, Gainsbourg appeared alongside Gael Garcia Bernal in Michel Gondry's The Science of Sleep. In 2007, she appeared as Claire in the Todd Haynes-directed Bob Dylan biopic I'm Not There, also contributing a cover of the Dylan song, Just Like a Woman, to the film soundtrack. In 2009, she won the award for Best Actress at the 2009 Cannes Film Festival for the film Antichrist. Gainsbourg starred in the French-Australian production, The Tree, released in 2010, and in Lars von Trier's science fiction disaster film, Melancholia. She was on the jury for the 62nd Berlin International Film Festival in February 2012. In May 2012, Confession of a Child of the Century premiered, where she starred alongside the British musician Pete Doherty. Gainsbourg collaborated with von Trier once again on his 2013 film Nymphomaniac, in which she plays the lead character. The 5.5-hour film depicts the life of a sex addict from youth to middle age. When asked about the nature of the role, Gainsbourg responded, "The sex scenes weren't so hard. For me it was all the masochistic scenes. Those were embarrassing and, yes, a little humiliating." Music. Gainsbourg made her musical debut with her father on the song, Lemon Incest, in 1984. The song was incredibly controversial due to lyrics that seemed to imply an incestuous pedophiliac relationship between a father and daughter that was sung by Gainsbourg and her real-life father Serge, causing people to believe the material was autobiographical. Gainsbourg, who was 13 at the time of the song's release, later stated that she had just begun boarding school and was therefore unaware of the controversy regarding the song until she was much older. In 1986, she released her debut album Charlotte Forever, which was produced by her father. In 2000, Gainsbourg was featured on the Madonna album Music on the track What It Feels Like for a Girl. There is a lengthy spoken intro by Gainsbourg taken from the film The Cement Garden, which inspired the title of the song. The track was further remixed for the single version of this song in 2001, with Gainsbourg's The Cement Garden speech repeated during the song. In 2004, she sang a duet with French pop star Etienne Daho on his single, If. In 2006, Gainsbourg released her second album 555 to critical acclaim and commercial success, reaching the top spot on the French charts and achieving platinum status in the country. In the UK, the album was moderately successful, reaching number 78. Gainsbourg attributed the 20-year break between her debut album and 555 as a result of her father's death and her reluctance to explore a musical career without his presence. In late 2009, Gainsbourg released her third studio album, IRM, which was produced by Beck. One of the influential factors in the album's creative process was her time spent filming Antichrist. While receiving a brain scan, she began to think about music. "When I was inside that machine," she said, "it was an escape to think about music, its rhythm. It was very chaotic." Her song, Heaven Can Wait, was chosen as the Starbucks iTunes Pick of the Week on the 2nd of March 2010. Her song, Trick Pony, appeared at the beginning of the Grey's Anatomy episode, Perfect Little Accident. is featured on the FIFA 11 soundtrack and was used in the 2012 Teleflora Super Bowl advertisement featuring supermodel Adriana Lima. In 2011, Gainsbourg released the double album Stage Whisper, a collection of unreleased songs from IRM and live tracks. In 2013, Gainsbourg released a cover version of the song, Hey Joe, recorded with Beck, for the soundtrack of the film Nymphomaniac, in which she is the lead actress. Personal life. Gainsbourg's longtime partner is French-Israeli actor, director Yvan Attal, whom she met on the set of the 1991 film Au du Monde. Gainsbourg and Attal are not married, and Gainsbourg has attributed her reluctance to marry to the fact that her parents never married. Attal publicly proposed to Gainsbourg on the 19th of June 2013 during an awards ceremony when he received the French National Order of Merit. However, in April 2014, Attal confirmed that they were still unwed, with no plans to officially marry. Together they have 3 children, a son, Ben, and daughters Alice and Joe. In 2012, Pete Doherty alleged that he and Gainsbourg had had a fling on the set of Confession of a Child of the Century, and she had briefly moved from Paris to London in order to be with him. Filmography. Discography.